So, you've just finished creating your next big Android game in GDevelop and you want to upload it to the most prominent Android app store on the planet, the Google Play Store. Some devs would do this mainly to share their app, others boost their credibility, build a portfolio, earn a few bucks, and many more reasons. So in this video, I'll show you how to upload your game to the Google Play Store. Uploading and publishing your game to the Google Play Store starts with you building the game. For this, I'll use an existing GDevelop example. A few modifications here and there. And they should do. Before building the game, we need to specify the package name in the properties. You can find the properties by clicking on this, which opens up the project manager. Click on the game settings and click on properties. In the properties, locate packaging. And in there, you should find package name. You need to specify and use a unique package name. So what's the package name and why is it so important? Well, you see, the package name is how your app would be identified on a device. Therefore, it serves as a unique identifier. Most package names will come as a reverse domain. This is done to ensure apps don't have the same package name. For my app, I would use com, a period, and then my unique name, period, and then the name of my game. You can go ahead and come up with something different for your own game. Never forget to increase the version number whenever you build a new release or version. Also set a publisher name. This should be your name. A game name and icon would also be important, else GDevelop would set a default one for you during the build process. To add an icon, go back to the game settings in the project manager and click on icons and thumbnails. You can individually add the icons, but this will take some time, so it's best to generate them from the image. You can generate icons by clicking on this button right here. With all that done, you're ready to build your game. Click on apply. Click on publish. You may be required to sign up for a GDevelop account. If you don't have one, pause the video, create an account by clicking on this button and come back when you're done. And done. Now GDevelop offers you two methods of building for Android. A manual method where your game would be exported using a technology which enables HTML5 games to be packaged for iOS and Android. Now the other method involves GDevelop services, which is a one-click export. We'll go ahead and use the one-click export and go ahead and switch to the mobile tab. Now in the mobile tab, you need to select Android App Bundle and choose between the new and old upload keys. If you're uploading your app for the first time, create a new key, and if you're creating new releases for your game, use an old key, as the Play console won't allow any other key outside that which the first version has. So for this, we're going with a new upload key. So close this and you can go ahead and click on packaging for Android. Okay, so our build is complete and you can go ahead and download it. You should open up Chrome. I have it open right here and it's downloading. Okay, so it's ready. And now you need to head over to this URL. I'll leave a link in the description. On the Google Play console website, if you don't have an account, you need to pay $25 to create one. It's a one-time fee, so you can go ahead, pause this video, create one, and come back when you're done. So this is what it should look like, and once you have an account ready, you should have something like this. It should display all your apps. Currently I have 2 apps available. So in uploading your app to the Google Play Store, you need to go to this on the top right corner and click on Create App. The first thing you do is give your app a name. The name of our app is called Space Shooter. Now what's the default language? That's English. The app name, you either choose if it's an app or it's a game. For this, it's a game. Is it free or paid? It would be a free game. You also need to confirm to this policies and laws, so you can go ahead and select that. You can also go through the learn more or contact and read more about this. So create app, and yeah, we now have our app. On the dashboard we have a few steps which we should take before we can publish our app and make it available on the Google Play Store. So let's go through all the steps, starting from this. In the first step, we're meant to create a new release, so click on that, and you can go ahead and click create a new release. Now in this section of the page, you're going to drag in your Android app bundle which we built in GDevelop. So this is it right here, so drag it in and that should upload it. Now go ahead and set a release name. I'll call this first, and you can go ahead and set release notes and just basically telling people what this release has. So say this is my first game, and there we go. You can go ahead and click save. So we need to go back to our dashboard, and let's go to our next task, which is set your app up. So go ahead and view task and set the privacy policy. Okay, so I'll go ahead and use one from my previous app right here. Let's copy the URL and paste this in our Play console. So go ahead and save this. Done. Now let's go to the next step. In the next step, we'll set our app access. So for this, all functionality is available without special access. Save that. And for ads, our app does not contain ads. Save that. And the content rating for our app, well, from here it says complete this content rating questionnaire and receive official content rating for your app. So let's go ahead and start the questionnaire. And here's our email address. I'll just set my email address. You should set yours. Okay, so category, it's a game. Next. And violence or blood, no. Fear, no. The game does not share our users' data, so you can go ahead and just read through all of this and pick which is best for you, which fits your game. So for mine, all this are not really available in the game. So go ahead and save this, and next. And the rating is the general, so I got this everyone rating and rated for ages 3+, so submit. Next we have our target audience. It's a game, so it should be available to under 5 and, well, everyone basically. Next. Yes. So personal sentiment, our app does not collect information, and go ahead with that. Change that setting. As our game is designed for families, you can just choose which you want for this. I'll just set this to no, I don't want that, and save this. Let's go back to our dashboard, news apps. Our app is not a news app, so save that. COVID-19 contact tracing. Okay, so my app is not publicly available COVID-19 contact tracing or status app. You can go ahead and save that. And let's go back to our dashboard. And data safety. Now you must complete all this task before advancing to the next. As you can see, the next step is currently locked. And it's basically a preview, so you can go ahead and save that. And let's go back to our dashboard. We have this step, which is manage your app is organized. Manage how your app is organized and presented. So let's select the app category. Now it's a space shooter game, so what category can we set it on the? Well, let's make it an action game. It should be an action game. Email address. This is compulsory, so I'll set my email address. And like I said, my phone number, my website, and also advertise my app outside the Google Play Store. So save this. Let's go back to our and set up your store listing. Now in here you can edit your app name, icons, screenshots, and more to present how your app will look to users on the Google Play Store. So okay, so this would be an app icon. I'll go ahead and select this. You can see the size of it. It must be 512 pixel by 512 pixel, which should be this icon. Upload that. A feature graphics is also required. You also need to pay attention to this asterisk. Whenever you see an asterisk, it basically means that is compulsory required. So and you only accept YouTube URL. There you go, so save. And perfect. Now we can go back to our dashboard and we should have the second part of it unlocked now. So you can go ahead and check all the tasks for this, which is jump all the way to publish. Okay, so we already have a release in our internal testing, so let's go into there and can go ahead and set from first. Let's review and roll out release. I think we should be able to promote this from internal testing to production. So roll out. And we now have this, which is the first. So you can go ahead and promote, and we're going to promote this from internal testing all the way to production. Select production. And review release and start rollout to production, and we can roll this out. So it's currently in review, and once that is done, your app will be available on the Google Play Store to download. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next tutorial.